Yo, what's good, guys? Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time slash video is going up pretty late, and for that, I am sorry. I woke up at 7 o'clock again, and I just got dinner and stuff, and now it's like 10 p.m., and I'm like, all right, I gotta do this video. I'm trying my best to keep the daily uploads going throughout the entire summer because it doesn't really matter how late I upload because it's summer and people are awake late, I think. So hopefully you guys will still watch this, even though it's going up at probably like 11 p.m. At least my time, it's 11 p.m. when this goes up probably. But yeah, today's story time, man, it's a good one. It's a crazy one. It's an interesting one that I haven't told yet. And I thought that I did a long time ago, but I didn't. I was looking through my channel yesterday and I couldn't find it. So pretty sure this is brand new. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like on the video and let's jump into it. So today's story time is about the time that somebody tried to steal our car. Yeah, it's something, man. So it all starts off as a regular day back in 2016. This was right before I moved to LA, like literally right before 2017 rolled around and I moved. And you know, life was going pretty good. It was getting pretty cold outside. I remember that in New York, it was getting pretty cold. I was definitely wearing a lot of hoodies, a lot of winter coats and stuff. You know, winter was approaching. And one day in 2016, I'm hanging out with a friend of mine. We'll just call this friend Justin, okay? Me and my boy Justin were hanging out, just driving around aimlessly, bumping music, just chilling, right? Having fun, hanging out, driving around, listening to music, right? And we were just kind of trying to figure out something to do. Usually when we had nothing to do at our hometown, we would just drive around and bump music until we found something to do. So that's what we were doing. And like a couple hours later, we ended up linking up with two other friends of ours. Their names really aren't important because they're not super crucial to the story. Really, the only people you got to know about in this story is me and Justin. So after we picked up our other two friends, me, Justin, and the two friends are just driving around, once again, aimlessly listening to music, right? And it starts getting a little bit late, right? The sun has now set at this point. Things are starting to close. It's getting late. No one had school the next day because it was the weekend, so didn't have to worry about that. And we end up pulling into a gas station because my homie needed gas, Justin needed gas, and we had to get some drinks and stuff because we were all thirsty. Now, this specific gas station that we were at was like notoriously known in my area for being kind of sketchy. Like if you went there past like 8 p.m., there was usually some kind of bullshit going on. A lot of the people in the area like to go hang out like out front there. And some of the people from that area are just kind of dickheads and like they'll mess with you or something. I've definitely heard stories and stuff about people getting robbed over there or like cars getting stolen, stuff like that. So every time we went over there and it was nighttime, I definitely kind of had to keep an extra eye out because I was, you know, a little bit sketched out, right? So when we pulled into this gas station, like I said, at this point, it's nighttime, shit's closing down around us, you know, it's late, and it's kind of getting to those like sketchy hours outside of this gas station, right? Like I remember when we pulled in, there was like 5 people sitting out front, just like in lawn chairs hanging out. And I remember when we got out of the car, one of them yelled something at one of us, and I didn't quite hear it, and neither did anybody else, but we just ignored them and walked in the gas station. And I just kind of like chalked it up to like, all right, whatever, like it's just that time, right? So we go into the gas station. My homie like puts his money on the pump that he's in front of. He goes out, he starts pumping his gas. Justin's pumping the gas. And then we're getting our drinks. I got a Gatorade. My other friends got some shit. And then after that, Justin comes back into the gas station after he's done pumping his gas and he starts buying a drink, right? And I look outside and I realize something. Justin left his car on and the keys were in the car. So I think after he was done pumping his gas, he turned the car on to get it ready to leave, and he left it on and came inside to get a drink quick, which is really stupid. Never do that. I don't care how nice of an area it is. I don't care like how much you trust the area. Don't leave your car on with the keys inside, away from your car. Like someone can steal it. And I remember like I looked at it and I saw that, and then I thought about the area that we were in and the gas station we were at and the shit that I've heard about. And immediately I start getting a little bit worried, right? So I tapped Justin on the shoulder and I was like, yo, did you leave your car on out there? And Justin's like, yeah, why? And I was like, bro, like this is kind of like a sketchy gas station. I've heard about people getting stuff stolen from here. Like, you know, I don't want to see your car get stolen. Like, you know, I'm just trying to look out for my boy, right? Like I don't want his car to get stolen. And he's like, bro, I appreciate the concern, but like, it'll be fine, man. I'm buying a Gatorade. It'll take like 10 seconds. It'll be fine, bro. Chill. And then after he says that, my other friend chimes in. He's like, Justin, bro, like leaving your keys in the car like that unattended, bro, like that's fucking stupid, bro. Like someone could steal that shit. Basically just said the same thing I did, but more rude, right? And Justin gets kind of pissed off because my friend was like basically telling him that he was stupid. And he's like, you know what, man, fuck y'all. All right, fine. I'll go turn it off. And he goes to walk outside and grab his keys and turn the car off. And literally as soon as he turns right to start heading towards the exit and going towards his car, we see a man walk up to his car and open the driver's side door and get into the car. And I was like, yo, someone's stealing your car, bro. And Justin starts running towards it and the car starts to take off, but it was going slow enough and like making a turn that Justin could catch up to it. And luckily the passenger side window was down. So Justin just dove through the passenger side window and we proceeded to watch the car like shake for a second and then come to a complete stop. And then we saw the other side door open up, the driver's side door, and this random guy get out with Justin throwing hands with him. Like, they both got out and Justin's just swinging on this dude. And he is landing like every single hit. Like, Justin was beating this guy up and we run out there and we quickly break it up as fast as we can because even though this guy was trying to steal Justin's car and I think he was a piece of shit for that, I didn't want to see Justin like seriously mess the dude up because then, you know, the cops could pull up and Justin might get in a lot of trouble and it might be a lot worse than it already is, right? And plus, I think he landed enough hits just in that short amount of time to teach the guy a lesson, right? So we broke that shit up. We got him split up, right? And Justin's screaming as we're holding him back. He's like, you motherfucker, I worked my ass off for that fucking car, bro, working a minimum wage job and you're trying to steal my shit. Fuck you. And he's just screaming at the dude. And honestly, I understood his frustration, bro. Like, that shit was true. He worked a minimum wage job, saved up every fucking penny, and bought a car with his own money, right? And then some asshole at a gas station's trying to steal it, right? Now, granted, I still think Justin is a fucking idiot for leaving his keys in the car with it on, but I also understood his frustration. It's like he just learned that, you know, some people aren't good people, right? He was upset by it. Anyway, Justin continues to scream at this guy. He's yelling all sorts of shit at him. The other guy isn't saying anything, by the way. He's just standing there staring at us because he knows he's in the fucking wrong, right? Meanwhile, gas station employees are coming out. They're staring, they're watching, right? And the thief sees this, turns around and proceeds to run away. He runs down the sidewalk, just like towards the city, and he's gone, right? He runs away. And immediately one of the gas station employees runs over to Justin. He's like, hey man, I'll call the cops. And Justin goes, nah, it's fine. And the employee's like, what? Like, that dude just tried to steal your car? Like, come on, man. Don't you want his ass in jail? And Justin goes, no, man, it's fine. He got his ass kicked by a teenager. Like, that's his payback. And I was like, okay. Everyone else just kind of like stood there looking super awkward. And the gas station employees just kind of like turned around and went back inside. And we just stood there for a little bit, right? Like, trying to think about what just happened and like kind of calm down, right? And after like, I don't know, a couple minutes, we got back in the car and we headed out and it was like a silent, just awkward drive back to Justin's house. And when we got there in the driveway, Justin looked at me and he's like, bro, I am never going back to that gas station again. And if I ever fucking see that guy again, bro, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And I was like, bro, don't do that. Cause honestly, man, like looking back, this could have been way worse. Like keep in mind, Justin, I think was 17 at the time of this. So he's a minor fighting a car thief, right? Like, already a horrible situation. Number two, the dude could have had a weapon or something. Like, could you imagine if he pulled out a knife or like a gun or something and used it on Justin? That could have been terrible. Like, this whole situation should have been way different, right? We're actually lucky it went the way it did and that everybody was like, okay. I mean, the car thief, I guess, wasn't okay. He got kind of beat up a little bit, but it just could have been so much worse is what I'm saying, right? And that leads me to the final part of this story. Moral of the story is, if someone breaks into your car, call the fucking cops, bro. Like, just call the cops. Like, don't try and be like my homie Justin and like be the Punisher and fucking do what he did. Because even though in this situation, things didn't turn out like horrible, it could have been so bad. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. That's pretty much the end of it. Justin's car was okay, and he learned a valuable lesson. He never left his keys in the car while it was on unattended again. And we stayed away from that gas station during late hours because obviously that shit sucked and we didn't want to have that happen again. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the story time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below and subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Take his 401k and I'll put it on my wrist. Only YSL my fit. Still I pop these